Baseball used to be about bats, balls, and maybe a nice steak dinner after the game. But now, it's about gold-wrapped Lamborghinis, glow-in-the-dark anime cars, sneakers from the future, and one player who pulled up to spring training in a vehicle that looked like it just finished saving lives and hosting a rave. These MLB stars aren't just playing for championships anymore. They're playing for lifestyle dominance. They're dropping more on accessories than most people do on entire houses. And it's not just flexing. It's art. It's chaos. It's a how much money is too much money experiment, and we're here for every ridiculous second of it. So, get ready to meet the most expensive things MLB players own. And nothing captures that better than this first entry. Because while most guys show up to spring training in an SUV, Johnny Cueto pulled up in a literal ambulance turned nightclub. Number 1. Johnny Cueto's party van. Most players roll up to spring training in a tinted SUV, maybe a sleek sports car if they feel fancy. But Johnny Cueto rolled up like he was the headline DJ at a reggaeton festival. This man showed up in a converted ambulance worth over $70,000. Not because he was hurt, but because he wanted his car to look like it just got done saving lives and throwing the wildest house party of the year. We're talking 54 speakers blasting salsa at full volume, TV screens, velvet walls, and more LED lights than Times Square on New Year's Eve. If Fast and Furious did a Dominican baseball edition, this would be Vin Diesel's team bus. And get this, he wasn't even being ironic. Cueto genuinely pulled up like it was normal, parked the thing, strolled out like, what, y'all still using Ubers? He didn't just bring the vibes, he was the vibes. And in that moment, Johnny Cueto didn't just win spring training, he became spring training. But while Cueto brought the party on wheels, this next player brought the party to his neck. Talk about a $200K neck piece. Number 2. Fernando Tatis Jr., the $200K El Nino chain. When you sign a contract worth $340 million, your jewelry game can't just be average. It has to scream money, swagger, and main character energy. And that's exactly what Fernando Tatis Jr. brought to the table, or more accurately, to his neck. Instead of picking up just any flashy chain, Tatis went full franchise player and dropped $200,000 on a custom piece. Yes, it is probably heavier than a newborn baby and probably just as spoiled. The centerpiece has his nickname, El Nino, iced out in diamonds so bright they could probably blind a left fielder during a night game. This chain doesn't just shine, it swings. It bounces around his neck like it's got its own personality. It's made more TV appearances than half the bullpen and gets more camera time than some rookies. Honestly, it deserves its own locker. So Tatis is out here dripping diamonds, but the next guy decided to show love to Naruto instead of necklaces. Because nothing says elite athletes quite like glow-in-the-dark anime vibe. Number 3. Luis Robert Jr.'s glow-in-the-dark anime Lamborghini. Some guys get custom paint jobs. Luis Robert Jr. said, nah, let's make this a whole anime episode. He took a $250,000 Lamborghini Huracan, wrapped it in a custom Naruto-themed design, and made sure it glows in the dark. Yes, you heard that right. Not just anime art, glow-in-the-dark anime art. This man literally turned his Lambo into a mobile cosplay flex. And don't think this was some budget wrap job. A custom high-quality wrap like this could easily run another $20,000 to $30,000, especially when you're mixing neon vinyl, custom anime artwork, and glow effects that would make Tokyo jealous. At night, the car lights up like a shonen jump fever dream. In the daytime, it's a moving tribute to his fandom. And that's what makes this so insane. It's part car, part cartoon, all chaos. And if you ever see it on the road, don't blink. You might just think you hallucinated it. But while Luis went complete anime fantasy, our next guy went for stealth wealth, a rare machine so exclusive that even rich people need permission to buy it. Number 4. Justin Verlander's Ford GT. Now when you're Justin Verlander, a World Series champ, pitching legend, and married to a literal supermodel, you don't just drive any car. You drive a Ford GT, not the kind you'll find collecting dust at a dealership. This beast is worth $450,000, hand-built with carbon fiber, track-ready engineering, and limited to just 500 units worldwide. And here's the kicker. Even with the cash, you couldn't just walk in and buy one. You had to apply, like it's a scholarship for rich car nerds. Ford wanted to know if you're famous enough, rich enough, or even cool enough. And as you would guess, Verlander checked every box with ease. And what did he do with his ultra-rare supercar? He did what any baseball ace would do. He took it on the road and let it rip. Because when you can throw 100-mile-per-hour heaters, you need a ride that can hit 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds just to match your vibe. But if Verlander's Ford GT is exclusive, the next one straight up breaks the laws of physics, because CJ Wilson's ride doesn't just drive, it time travels. Number 5. CJ Wilson's McLaren P1. CJ Wilson didn't ease into retirement, he floored it, straight into hypercar heaven. While some ex-MLB players are picking out recliners or debating what color to paint their fishing boat, Wilson was out here buying a McLaren P1. A car so advanced it probably gets better Wi-Fi than your house, and the price is about $2 million before upgrades. You see, this thing doesn't just drive, it levitates with attitude. It's part Batmobile, part Hadron Collider, and all chaos. It's got a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 strapped to an electric motor, giving it 903 horsepower. That's not a car, that's a controlled explosion. It hits 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds and tops out at 217 miles per hour, which is just rude. And don't even get started on the paint. Cerberus Pearl. That's not a color, that's a mood disorder. Depending on the light, changes from blue to purple to orange to red. Basically, it's the automotive version of a shapeshifter. Only 375 of these beasts were made, which makes it more exclusive than a secret handshake between billionaires. And if that wasn't enough to show you how crazy these players splurge, then the next guy will. Because he decided to skip the car flex altogether and just bought something faster than all of them. A literal missile disguised as a hypercar. Number 6. Aaron Judge's $2.1 million hypercar. Aaron Judge didn't just hit moonshots. He bought a car that looked like it could reach the moon. Now, I'm talking about the Hennessy Venom F5, a hypercar that costs $2.1 million and goes from 0 to 60 faster than you can say, all rise. This thing doesn't just drive, it blasts off. We're talking 1,817 horsepower, a top speed of over 300 miles per hour, and a design so sleek it makes fighter jets jealous. Only 24 were ever made. It's rarer than a no-hitter and faster than Judge's home run sprint around the bases. And of course, Judge copped one, because when you're 6 foot 7 inches, built like a Greek god, and have a $360 million contract, why wouldn't you buy something that can outrun your own fastball? It's not just a car, it's a flex in carbon fiber. And for a guy who's known for launching baseballs into orbit, owning a car that looks like it could follow them just makes poetic sense. But while Judge is busy redefining fast, our next baller decided to switch sports altogether, and he did it by buying a whole damn NBA team. Number 7. Alex Rodriguez buys an NBA team. Some players collect cars, others collect chains. But we have A-Rod who collects franchises. In 2021, Alex Rodriguez, already a legend and already filthy rich, decided that being a baseball icon wasn't enough. So, what did he do? He co-bought the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's right, the man went from swinging for the fences to calling shots in a whole different league. He didn't just invest in a team, he became part of NBA ownership, which for context is like moving from player mode to GM mode in real life. While most retired players settle for broadcast booths and podcast cameos, A-Rod was out here making executive decisions and sitting courtside like it was just another Tuesday. And the wild part is he did it while still being relevant in baseball media. The dude's juggling ESPN segments and draft board meetings like it's nothing. Forget buying a Lamborghini, A-Rod bought an entire NBA franchise. That's boss level already. But apparently, owning a team wasn't enough. Because when your brand is bulletproof and your bank account bends time zones, the next logical step is obvious. You buy the skies, too. Number 8. Alex Rodriguez's Gulfstream jet. When you've made over $450 million in your playing career, flying commercial becomes a suggestion, not a requirement. So A-Rod did what any baseball megastar turned business mogul would do. He bought a Gulfstream 4 private jet. Because of course, he did. This isn't just a jet, it's a flying luxury condo with wings. We're talking custom leather interiors, a private bedroom, high-speed Wi-Fi, and enough legroom to do yoga mid-flight. This plane doesn't just take off. It ascends like royalty heading to a board meeting. And A-Rod didn't just quietly enjoy it. Nope, he made it part of the brand, snapping photos in front of it in designer suits like he was late for a Yankee reunion or casually flying off to negotiate a 9-figure deal. Most people book tickets. A-Rod books the airspace. If buying a team made him feel like a boss, then this jet made him feel like the final boss. From private jets to anime Lambos and million-dollar muscle on 4 wheels, these MLB stars aren't just flexing on the field, they're flexing on life itself. But if you thought this was flashy, wait till you see the wildest, most over-the-top chains MLB players wear. We're talking pandas, custom nicknames, and enough ice to stop global warming. So do yourself a favor, click here to watch that madness unfold. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Drop a comment with the craziest flex you'd cop if you had a $300 million contract, and subscribe for more stories that'll make your wallet cry.